startup opens with two young men, Taekel and Sangpil. Taekel, a blonde-haired boy, has just purchased a second-hand motorbike online. However, the bike's condition turns out to be far worse than expected, and it soon breaks down. While trying to restart the engine, the two are suddenly approached by a group of thugs who kick the bike and shatter its rearview mirror. Frustrated and angry, Taekel tries to chase after them. He rides recklessly, which catches the attention of patrolling police officers. Due to the malfunctioning bike, Taekel struggles to control it properly and ends up crashing into an object, causing both him and Sangpil to fall. The police quickly bring them to the station. There, Taekel's mother shows up and scolds him for spending his school tuition money on the motorbike. Taekel then tells her that he wants to drop out of school, saying he doesn't believe she can afford his education. Upon hearing this, his mother, a former professional volleyball player, becomes furious and slaps him. She is both angry and deeply hurt by her son's harsh words. The following day, Taekel, feeling lost and indifferent about his future, makes the decision to run away. He refuses to live the life his mother had planned for him. With no direction and only $10 in his pocket, he boards a bus to an unknown destination. Meanwhile, his mother, who works tirelessly to support them both, tries repeatedly to contact him. Despite her strict nature, she dreams of a better future for Taekel, which is why she works so hard to fund his education. But Taekel, not understanding her intentions, leaves without a word. Taekel eventually finds himself in a small town called Gunsan, located in North Jeolla province. After stepping off the bus, he has an unexpected encounter with a red-haired girl named Kyungju. She punches him in the stomach, annoyed by his behavior. As he roams the unfamiliar streets, hungry and exhausted, Taekel stumbles upon a noodle shop offering a budget meal. He rushes in and meets the owner, a man named Gong. Just as he is about to enjoy his $3 bowl of noodles, a delivery man walks into the kitchen. Suddenly, a commotion erupts in the kitchen, catching Taekel's attention. Although curious, he chooses not to ask questions. That night, he spends time in a public bathhouse, reflecting on what to do next. Elsewhere, his friend Sangpil is shown living with his grandmother, who earns money by shelling nuts. The next morning, Taekel returns to the noodle shop and learns they're hiring a delivery person. Without hesitation, he applies for the job. Gong explains that he must work for at least 3 months before taking any leave or visiting home. Taekel agrees to the condition. He's introduced to a fellow courier named Guman, who appears careless and even drops some of his change. Meanwhile, Sangpil is seen meeting a man named Donghua, who offers him a job. Donghua is hesitant to explain the nature of the work, choosing to delay the details until the interview. Back at the noodle shop, Taekel is still curious about the kitchen incident. Eventually, he goes back there and meets Geo Seok, a muscular and intimidating cook. Due to Taekel's rude remarks and lack of respect, Geo Seok beats him until he faints. He later wakes up in a staff room, startled to find Geo Seok sleeping next to him with his eyes open. The next day marks Taekel's official start as a delivery courier. His straightforward personality often leads to tension with Geo Seok, especially when he mocks his size. Meanwhile, Sangpil begins working under Donghua as a debt collector and loan shark. Though Taekel occasionally quarrels with Geo Seok, he begins to bond with the other staff. One day they make a bet, and Taekel gets knocked out cold after a single punch from Geo Seok. Elsewhere, Sangpil is distributing business cards when he spots Taekel's mother, who seems troubled. Later on, Taekel delivers food to a familiar face, Kyungju, the red-haired girl from earlier. Because of his constant rudeness, Kyungju punches him again. Her rage peaks when he accidentally touches her chest, prompting her to beat him up. Returning to the shop all bruised, Taekel is mocked by Geo Seok. Soon after, Taekel receives a video call, but he's in the middle of cleaning up. Geo Seok answers the call, and it turns out to be Sangpil on the line. Sangpil tries to talk about Taekel's mother and her hardships, but Taekel ends the call without listening. During a group meal, Taekel mentions being beaten by a girl. Geo Seok finds this hilarious and mocks him even more. Meanwhile, Kyungju returns to her hotel room and is surprised to find 2 foreign men with her roommates. A fight breaks out between them, and Kyungju ends up badly beaten. She flees the hotel and is seen by Taekel and his co-workers while they're relaxing on the rooftop. Wanting revenge, Taekel jumps down and intercepts her, only to realize she's in danger. He fights off the 2 men, but is beaten himself. The commotion draws attention, forcing the attackers to flee. Tak-el takes Kyung-ju to a diner to tend to her wounds. She thanks him and says goodbye. Noticing she's barefoot, Tak-el lends her his shoes. He slowly gets used to the job and becomes more responsible. When he delivers to Kyung-ju again, she returns his shoes and tries to pay for the meal. Tak-el declines her payment. That evening, Tak-el receives his first paycheck and offers to treat everyone. Gong advises him to visit his mother, but Tak-el brushes it off. Geo-seok then slaps him and scolds him, which finally hits home. Motivated, Tak-el returns home only to find a note from his mother saying she's at work. He meets up with Sang-pil, and they catch up on their lives. Tak-el urges Sang-pil to quit his dangerous job, but Sang-pil ignores the advice. Later, Tak-el visits his mother's modest bakery, which she bought at a low price. He tells her about his work at the noodle shop in Gunsan. His mother scolds him again, reminding him she worked hard so he could go to school. But Tak-el stands by his decision and gives her his first salary before walking away. After Tak-el leaves, a man visits his mother and informs her that the bakery is at risk of demolition. Apparently, the previous owner had built it illegally, and she had unknowingly purchased the property. A few days later, Sang-pil is assigned to collect a debt from a male shopkeeper. However, he ends up getting severely beaten and is hospitalized as a result. Elsewhere, Tak-el finds himself in an accident when a car brushes against the motorbike he's riding, causing him to fall onto the road. Shockingly, the car driver turns out to be one of the men who previously attacked Kyung-ju. Not long after, Kyung-ju is hired to work as a waitress at the noodle shop. Upon learning she has nowhere to stay, Gong offers her his late daughter's room. To welcome her to the team, the staff head out to a karaoke bar to celebrate. On the way back, Tak-el encounters the same man who hurt him before and attempts to retaliate. But he's quickly overpowered, prompting Geo-seok to step in and smash chips in the man's face. Meanwhile, Sang-pil, now released from the hospital, considers taking revenge on the person who attacked him. But at the last moment, he hesitates, realizing vengeance isn't the answer. Shortly after, the man who attacked Tak-el storms into the restaurant with a group of thugs. They wreak havoc, even scattering the cremation ashes of Gong's late daughter. Geo-seok, unable to contain his fury, brutally takes them all down. It's revealed to Tak-el and the others that Geo-seok was once a feared gangster boss, respected even by law enforcement. Years ago, after suffering injuries in a gang fight, he met Gong, who was on the verge of ending her life after her daughter's death. Geo-seok stopped her and convinced her to keep living. From that day forward, he left his past behind and became a chef at her diner. That night, the restaurant is visited by former gang members loyal to Geo-seok. Their leader, Tae-sung, pleads with him to return, citing the chaos created by rival gangs. Realizing his presence could bring danger to the diner and its people, Geo-seok agrees to leave. Before departing, Gong gently tells him he'll always be welcome to return. Tak-el is heartbroken by Geo-seok's departure. Despite their constant arguments and teasing, Geo-seok had become like family to him. Elsewhere, Sang-pil sees Tak-el's mother's bakery sealed by authorities and urgently informs Tak-el. Tak-el rushes there with Kyung-ju by his side. His mother explains that she was deceived by the former owner, who illegally purchased the land. Frustrated and feeling helpless, Tak-el calls Geo-seok for support. However, Geo-seok tells him it's time he grows up and learns to solve problems on his own. At the same time, Geo-seok pays a visit to a rival gang's headquarters and tries to broker peace. When they refuse, he single-handedly defeats them all in a violent showdown. Meanwhile, debt collectors arrive at Tak-el's mother's place to demand payment. Tak-el and Sang-pil try to intervene, but since the collectors are from Sang-pil's office, Tak-el misunderstands and accuses him of betrayal. His mother quickly clarifies that she never borrowed money from Sang-pil. During the commotion, one of the collectors discovers the envelope containing Tak-el's salary that he had gifted to his mother. He hands it over to their boss, who then refuses to return it. Desperate, Tak-el attempts to take it back, but ends up getting beaten badly. Seeing her son hurt and her precious gift taken away, his mother finally snaps. Using her volleyball skills from her professional past, she takes down the collectors and retrieves the envelope. Meanwhile, Geo-seok visits Tae-sung and asks to use the kitchen of a restaurant. There, he prepares a meal and explains that cooking is his true calling now. He officially announces his retirement from gang life. Tae-sung, understanding his resolve, respects his decision. After the chaos, Tak-el and his mother stay temporarily at Sang-pil's house, since their own home has been seized to settle debts. Even as the bakery is being torn down, Taikel's mother finds comfort in having her son back. Sangpil too feels happier with the reunion. As a result of everything, Donghua also quits his job as a debt collector and opens a modest fried chicken shop. Jeo Seok returns to Gong's diner, reclaiming his role as chef. Meanwhile, Kyungju goes back to school, officially becoming Gong's adopted daughter. In the final scenes, Taikel takes his mother for a ride on a used motorbike he bought himself. The core message of the film is this: a mother's love is eternal, unwavering, and unconditional, even when hurt by her own child. In the end, home is where true love and care reside, and it's often found in the arms of those who love us most, like our mothers.